So here's my challenge. It's to myself, but maybe others would appreciate it. Perhaps we're not called as Christians to try to escape our situations. You know the situations I'm talking about. The ones that are hard, things that are uncomfortable, people that might be difficult to deal with. Not that you have any of those situations or people in your life, but just in case that's you that I'm talking to. Perhaps God is not calling you to escape, but He is calling you to redeem. And we see this multiple times in the Bible. As I'm sitting here on lunch I'm thinking we have Joseph in Egypt. Now he's sold into Egypt as a slave, and somehow he ends up redeeming the whole place and making sure people aren't starving to death. Or we have when the Israelites are taken captive, and God speaks through one of His prophets and says, hey, don't seek to leave. Have babies. Multiply. In short, you're going to be here for a while. It's okay. My hand is still on you. I haven't left you. But my plan is not to take you out. It is to perhaps redeem a little bit of you and them in the midst of this situation. Paul talks about, I believe this morning I was reading Philippians, Ephesians I think. But I think I was reading Philippians. He talks about how, don't worry, because even though I'm here in chains, the whole palace guard has heard my testimony. It's this idea that I'm okay with pain as long as redemption is coming. As long as Christ is being proclaimed, as long as the good news is going forth, my suffering is not the problem. I think the truth is most of us in our suffering situations, in our pain, we have no interest or thought of even trying to make the gospel known or redeeming the situation. We're acting just like everybody else. Upset, mad, bitter, frustrated. The challenge is we have to be more like Jesus to redeem. Ultimately, yes, we don't redeem, God redeems. But we need to strengthen up. We need to put on the armor of God. We got to wake up in the morning thinking, man, I have an opportunity to be Jesus to this hard situation. Instead of waking up and thinking, one more day. Jesus, can this please be my last day here? Perhaps God's got a plan for you, and it's not for your happiness, but it is for your holiness and the redemption of those that He loves desperately, that He has put around you. There's my preaching to myself. Perhaps you too have been touched. Think about it. Put on the armor of God tomorrow morning instead of complaining.